Actually, in the AP exam, you'll get a couple extra minutes. They call it a reread. Okay? All right. If you take out the sheet of paper I gave you, I'm going to try to cover everything in about 12 minutes. So, Keaton, we are going what you've been waiting for, supply and demand. Okay? Chapters 4, 5, and 6. All right, if there was a unit where you need to see the cow, John, this is it. Because if you don't get supply and demand, you can't get market structures because it's all based on supply and demand. If you don't get market structures, you can't get externalities. So, if there's any questions, if you're fuzzy at all, stop me. If you're embarrassed to stop me, come see me before school or after school, or email me. But we have to have the cow perfect here. All right, the connection to the circular flow, to individual supply or demand in the circular flow. Louis! What do individuals, sorry to wake you, Louis. What do individuals do, supply or demand in the circular flow?
Individuals, as in like households?
As in, yes.
Okay, they demand.
Demand in which market?
They demand in the goods and services market. They
The
supply
product.
in the, what's the,
All word?
the,
Or F word? Not that F word. Resource effect. Okay. We had class already. I know you love me, but, you know, sorry. All right, demand defined. What is demand, you ask? Demand is different quantities of goods that consumers are willing and able to buy at different prices. At different quantities of goods, consumers are willing and able to buy at different prices. So even though Bill Gates is able to buy a Ferrari, if he's not willing, he is not demanding. I'm going to ask you a question now. Based on your thirst at this exact moment, if you'd be willing to pay 50 cents for a can of Coke, please stand. Stand if you're willing to pay 50 cents. If you're willing to pay 75, stay standing. Lost the cup. If you're willing to pay $1. Okay. That being said, I just demonstrated the law of demand. What is the law of demand?
Lower the price, more people want it.
Who said that? Your book?
Yeah.
Okay, say that again.
The lower the price, the more people want it.
Okay, and I'm going to just kind of just type states there's an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded, which is exactly what Paul said. When the price is low, quantity demanded is high. When the price is high, quantity demanded is low. And make sure you write quantity demanded. As we'll learn next class, there's a difference between quantity demanded and demand. Okay? Well done, Paul. See? I'm so pleased with your answer, I'm smiling, Paul. I've got smiley faces. All right, and this is just what Paul said. I just had to fire in a slide where I could get the smiley faces. Oh man, I'm choking. All right, in other classes, I auctioned off A's. We don't have the time today. How much do you think is the most someone was willing to pay for an A? I sent you home, you didn't have to come to school anymore. So what's the most you pay?
like a quarter.
No, it's the year. Someone crushed you.
Oh, is it what I pay or what?
What would you pay?
100.
I got to 850.
850.
So what I'm doing next year, the first day of school, I'm just asking people what they'll give me, and then I'm just retiring. You know? And the great thing, no one would come, except you'd come, even though you had an A because you loved to learn. Okay. All right, the law of demand occurs for three reasons. One, the substitution effect. Two, the income effect. And three, the law of diminishing marginal utility. Those are the three reasons that the law of demand occurs. Now, they love asking about substitution and income effect, so I'll just go over quickly. Now, who sat down for $1 for a can of Coke? Okay, now, if you were thirsty, you might not pay $1 for a can of Coke. What would you do? You can still drink, right?
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
All right, you might go to water, you might get Pepsi, and that is the substitution effect. The substitution effect is if the price goes up for a product, consumers buy less of that product and more of the other. Okay? So if the price of Pepsi goes up, the demand for Coke goes up. Okay? If the price of Pepsi goes down, the demand for Coke goes down. Now, June, how you doing, first of all? You having a good day?
Yeah.
I know you're upset with getting out early. You want to be here all day. Sometimes life is hard on us, June. June, you're making $1,000 a week. Prices all over the country go down. What does that do to your income or your purchasing power? You have more, it's almost like you've got a raise, right? Because you still make 1,000. So the income effect is just what June said. It's, if the prices go down for the products, our purchasing power increases. So even though our income really stayed the same, we can buy more with that $1,000. Obviously, the reverse is true. Which means that if prices go up, inflation, then it's like I'm making less money and my purchasing power goes down. Who did not have enough to eat for lunch today? Sean, great. Do you eat donuts? Do you eat donuts?
I'll take one.
Did I ask you, Ryan? Come on up, Ryan. All right, hurry up, Ryan. You don't eat donuts? I knew I didn't like you. Okay, Ryan, have a donut. Ryan, what's utility mean in economics? Who can help him? It's what type for time. Utility in economics, S word. S word. I know you were saying it before I said that. Satisfaction. So tell me your satisfaction, 1 to 10. Grab a donut. Let's go, they're free, just grab it. Okay. No, stay up here. Eat it. You gotta you gotta eat it like I would. You gotta stuff it in your mouth because we don't have that much time. I didn't realize how much bigger my mouth is. 1 to 10, how would you rate that? Just put up the fingers. 10. Let's take another one. Finish chewing? No, we don't want you to choke on this. Okay, Ryan, you step back. You're okay. When you're done chewing, tell me and we'll go on to the next one. All right, the law of diminishing marginal utility, which hopefully Ryan will be able to demonstrate is, again, utility equals satisfaction. As you consume more goods, as he eats, you can go sit, I'm scared to give you a choke. As he eats more and more donuts, his satisfaction is going to become less and less. Now, companies realize this, and that's why often they give you sales for bulk, because they realize if you buy like a 30 pack of sodas, as you drink each soda, your satisfaction is going to be less, so you're going to be willing to pay less for that. Now, I had this whole thing to retire to Disney World, but someone put a cramp on it today. I'll show you in a second. Okay? So again, all you need here is the law of diminishing returns states that as you consume more units of any good, the additional satisfaction. So, did you eat that second donut yet, Ryan?
I'm about to.
Okay. When it's done, tell me what it's worth. So, here's Disney. Notice, it's $87 a day, 1/3. They reduce each day you come to the park. So even Disney realizes the second day is not as good as the first, the third day. So I thought you could buy like a 6-day pass and like start selling them to people, like a day at a time. So here you could go for $50 for one day. But someone said they fingerprint you at Disney. Has anyone been there? Do they thumbprint you or something? I don't know. That really bothers me. But anyhow, Disney has figured out that even at Disney World, the second day's utility is less. Ryan, did you eat that second donut?
Yeah.
What would you give it 1 to 10?
Okay.
An 8. You see? Thank you. There is the law of diminishing, and obviously if we got them. Now last year I did it with chocolate kisses, and someone had 42 of them. Like I was getting grossed out, so I had to stop. All right. Last thing, and this is economic humor. No one ever laughs, so don't feel bad when you don't. Ah! Another bowl of chocolate frosted sugar bombs. The second bowl is always the best. The pleasure of my first bowl is diminished by the anticipation of future bowls. And by the end of my third bowl, I usually feel sick. Maybe you should use chocolate milk. I tried cola, but the bubbles went up my nose.
After the announcements are over,
Sorry.
the PAL Center will be open today from 12:30 to 7.
Stop that.
And here are the bus changes. 571, the gallery bus will be about 565.